So what's the best way to protect a $1,000 device that you know you're going to drop that's also covered in glass on the back and front? You definitely need a case. Now for the impatient, I'm going to quickly go through the too long didn't watch list and then spend the rest of the video elaborating on why I've ranked the cases the way I have. Number 10 goes to the Mous Synthesis, a slim case with decent protection. Number 9, the Spigen Tough Armor, which is basically in my mind the de facto standard for cases. Number 8 is the Catalyst Impact Protection, the perfect case for the mute switched lover. Number 7 goes to the Ghost Tech 3, cheapest case on this list. Number 6 goes to the Spec Presidio Grip, great for those with buttery fingers. Number 5 goes to the RhinoShield Solid Suit. This is a great case for the camera files, or people who like fancier cases. Number 4 goes to the Pitaka Mad Case Pro, mostly because it's very car friendly. Number 3 goes to the Loopy case. It's this case with a hump on it, which is very useful. Number 2 goes to the RhinoShield Mod NX, which is the most customizable case on this list. And number 1 goes to the Mous Limitless version 2. It's expensive, but it's just so good. So with that quickly out of the way, those are the best cases based on my scoring system. There are some other cases that will be better in certain circumstances, especially if you're using the iPhone XS Max. And also you might be wondering, why aren't there any OtterBox cases on this list? And I'll cover that at the very end of this video.
Real usage, real reviews. MobileReviewsEh.ca.
At MobileReviewsEh, Monty and I base all our reviews on actual usage. Now when it comes to iPhone cases, we're the de facto experts on YouTube. Why? Because we've been doing it for years and we've used dozens and dozens and dozens of cases. Someone's going to have to clean that all up. Monty, are you going to do that? Number 10, the Mous Synthesis. Pros, it handles well because of the rubbery edge, and it won't slide around easily on the back. Now, when it comes to cons, the front edges aren't too deep. Now, if you're looking for a thin case but protective, Mous Synthesis is a good choice. This is one of the few cases on this list that's clear, if that's, important to you. The edges of the case look slick, but it has enough texture to ensure that your $1,000 iPhone doesn't slip out of your hand like a wet bar of soap. Your iPhone is going to handle it a bit better than other cases on this list because the edges are low, which is important for all the swiping that you're going to do on your iPhone XS. But it also has a disadvantage as face-first drops may become an issue, so make sure you get a screen protector with this case. I've got a prototype 3D screen protector on this case and it works very well with this synthesis. Number 9, the Spigen Tough Armor. When it comes to pros, it's relatively cheap, handles well if you get the right version. The cons, well, it's a little boring. I say it's a little boring because I've been reviewing tough armors for years now, but it's just one of those go-to cases if you don't know which one to get or you just really don't care what the case does or looks on your iPhone. As I said, we've been reviewing them for years and they hold up generally very well. Just make sure you get a darker colored case as the coatings on certain colors will not handle as well. Also, there is a kickstand on the case if that's important to you. Number 8, the Catalyst Impact Protection. Pros is that it's very tough, it's very thin, it's got amazing buttons, and it handles very well. And you can attach a wrist strap to it. Cons, well, it's wide, and the back will scratch very easily. This is one of the very few cases that we'd feel comfortable dropping our $1,000 iPhones from 10 feet in. Catalyst Impact Protection looks like it would handle like a wet bar of soap, but it doesn't. The Ghost Tech Cloak 3, or 4, depending on when you're going to buy your case. In terms of pros, it has a unique design, is well priced, and it handles quite well. The only con that we would say is that it has a minor fit issue at the bottom of the case, but like it's tiny, and this is just me trying to pick at the case. If you got a small budget for your case but want something that doesn't look like it's a generic case from eBay or AliExpress, get the Ghost Tech 3. Ghost Tech has done a great job fitting the TPU and PC frame together and added a bit of texture as well to ensure your iPhone doesn't fly out of your hand easily. The buttons on the case are metallic as well, so that adds a bit of class to this budget-friendly case. Number 6 goes to the Spec Presidio Grip. Pros, very grippy and has great handling. Cons, well, just don't drop it from face first from 10 feet. Apart from the loopy case, the Spec Presidio Grip is going to be the best handling case on this list. The case will suffer slightly higher wear and tear issues as the rubber edges may rub off over time. This case isn't too bulky and will make your iPhone feel very solid. Just don't drop it from 10 feet face first on the sidewalk without a screen protector. Don't drop any cases face first 10 feet without a screen protector. In fact, don't ever drop your iPhone without a screen protector on. Let's just put it out there. Now, before I finish the last half of this video, if you are finding this video useful, considering getting your cases through my links, Monty and I have been working very hard over the last few years with this channel in terms of case reviews, so any sort of support is greatly appreciated. Number 5 is the RhinoShield Solid Suit. It's got lots of different finishes. It's a premium looking case. It has amazing buttons, and these buttons are removable so you can subtly customize the look of your device. This case also has the ability to accept external camera lenses, which is neat. The only downside for this case is that it doesn't handle as well as other cases. The edge is very slick. When it comes to taking pictures, the Solid Suit is the only case on this list that allows you to mount different high-quality camera lenses onto the case. Solid Suit is unique in the way that the buttons on the case are customizable, so you can add a splash of color with your case setup. We've grown particularly fond of having a gray microfiber case on our iPhone with yellow buttons, as it matches our gray Apple Watch with a yellow band. I had no idea how addicting it was to match your iPhone case to your Apple Watch bands. Like it's kind of an addiction now for me. In many ways, the Solid Suit's going to be your go-to case during the day, and the Mod NX, which is number 2, is going to be the one that you take out when you don't have a boss looking over your shoulder at night. Number 4 goes the Pitaka Mad Case Pro. It's compatible with magnetic car mounts and Qi chargers, which is great. There is a lot of texture on this case, and there's a carbon fiber back, which makes it look a little different. When it comes to cons, despite the military drop protection, the normal face-first drop protection I think is a little shaky. From a handling perspective, the Mad Case Pro handles almost as good as a Spec Presidio grip. The main reason why it scores higher than the Spec product is the fact that the magnets on the case allow you to use it with Qi chargers as well as magnetic car mounts. Now, my scoring system takes into account all the extra things that a case can do, and magnetic mounting and Qi charging, improves the score quite a bit. Now, if you don't need those features, then the actual Mad Case Pro rating goes down. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out what case to get. Number 3 is the Loopy case, and honest to goodness, this is the most useful case I've ever used. This is the only case that prevents drops 100% of your time if your finger is in the loop. When it comes to cons, well, your iPhone does end up having a hump, so it's a little funny. You won't be able to use Qi charging with this case, and the buttons are a little tougher to use. This product changes your iPhone from being a device that you worry about dropping and breaking to a device that's easy to use. And honestly, when it comes to iPhone accessories, ones that make my life easier, I really like. And I think that is what everybody should be looking for in an accessory. Sure, the loop looks a little funny, but once you start using it, it is just so awesome. Number 2 goes to the Evolutive Labs RhinoShield Mod NX. This case, there are so many colors with this case. It's pretty great. And unlike the original mods, the new Mod NXs have great handling. And like the Solid Suit, it has amazing buttons, lots of colors to choose from. This is the only product on this list that can go from a full case to a bumper easily, and like the Solid Suit, is camera lens compatible. When it comes to con, if I had to be really picky, it's not as grippy as we'll say as the Spec Presidio grip, but honestly, not much is. Now, I'm a big fan of RhinoShield in general. They released the mod a year ago, and it was a decent case. The Mod NX eliminates my biggest issue with the case, which is how slick it feels. If you were looking for a way to really set your iPhone apart, the Mod NX is probably going to be your go-to case. You can customize the color of the bumper, the rims, the buttons, as well as getting certain prints on the case. Number 1 goes to the Mous Limitless version 2. The pros is that it's incredibly tough. It handles very, very well. It comes with a screen protector, and there's a bunch of awesome modular accessories because this case has magnets on the back. The only downside for this product is that it's slightly bigger than other cases on this list, only in the corners though. Now, the Mous Limitless version 2 is probably the most premium case on this list. It's well made, tough, and the different finishes actually feel part of the case, not just as an afterthought. Monty and I didn't have a lot of success with the first round of mouse cases, but the redesigned version is spectacular. We took it through a gauntlet of drops ranging from 4 feet to 13 feet, and we still have a working iPhone. In fact, this iPhone that you're looking at is the same iPhone, and it works perfectly fine. Now, if you're planning on getting this case, seriously consider getting some of their accessories. The flip wallet case is the best wallet case I've ever used, and it works seamlessly with the product. In fact, you can use it with any sort of case, and it works actually quite well. I've got a pretty sweet discount code for the Mous Limitless as well, so check the description section for that. It does take a bit of the edge off of the sticker shock, we'll say. Now, you might be wondering, where are the OtterBox cases? It's not that I don't like OtterBox, it's the fact that they're not great. They're good, but not great. Every single case that I've listed in this video, I think is better. In general, OtterBox cases are bulkier, they have tougher buttons to use, and they all have this slick back, so it slides around incredibly easily. With those negative aspects, the overall handling of an OtterBox case just isn't as good as, well, again, any of the cases that I've listed about. Now, if you're not really fussed about cases, then go get an OtterBox case. All the negatives that I just mentioned are just incredibly minor and generally will not have a single negative impact on how you use your iPhone. So what's going to be the best case for the iPhone XS Max? For Apple's newest gigantor phone, this list will change slightly as the loopy case becomes number one, followed by the Spec Presidio grip, and then everything else just follows suit. Now, why do these two products get bumped up? Because with the iPhone XS Max, it's all about the handling. This is a massive phone with a massive screen, and if you're going to try to use this thing in one hand, you better make sure you've got either a Spec Presidio grip or a loopy case. So that's all I got. Again, if you feel like supporting me or you found this video useful, consider getting all your products through my Amazon links. And it doesn't actually have to be the thing that I link to. You just use my link and then search for whatever you need to get, and then I still get some benefits for that. This video is unsponsored. My channel is largely unsponsored, so any sort of help is greatly appreciated. That's kind of all I got. Pretty sure I said that already. All right, Monty, go. No. Go clean up the cases. That is so many cases. The funny thing about this pile is that it's not pooping, are you? So the sad thing about this pile is that this isn't even all the cases. This is all the 7 and 8s, as well as some 6s. I haven't even thrown in the 10s, which I have another crate, and I've got a bunch of Galaxy cases that I'm not gonna bother trying to clean up because this is gonna take me half an hour to put back into the stupid boxes. But just to prove the point that I've seen and used a lot of cases.